The chain stitch can be tricky for some, so we're going to cut out this second line and I'm going to show you a second method. This is just a reminder that you can always cut out your work and start over again. And what about these little holes? If you take your needle and drag it over the holes, scratching the surface slightly, it will stretch out the fibers and your holes will disappear. Okay, chain stitch reverse method. Bring up your needle at the beginning of the line and we're going to make a tiny little straight stitch here at the beginning. Go forward a stitch length and bring your needle through the fabric. We're going to go backwards and push your needle under that first stitch. It's not going through the fabric, it's just going under that first stitch. Bring it around and then insert your needle back down next to where you came up. It does not have to be in the same exact hole. We're going to repeat that process, so go forward another stitch length, bring it up through the fabric, and now you're going to go under that last stitch. So slide it under both strands, it makes a loop, and then insert it back down where you came up. This is called the reverse chain stitch, and it's just kind of like doing the whole chain stitch backwards. Now I could have started at the other end so that all of our stitches were going the same direction. If you compare this to the line before, you'll see that the base of each loop is going in a different direction than in this row, but that's just because I'm working left to right and that's how I chose to do it. If you want them to match, you can start from the right side. It doesn't really matter. But I wanted to show you the reverse chain stitch method because some people swear that this makes neater chain stitch. Depending on what project you're doing, you'll want to make sure your stitches all go in the same direction. For one of my fall patterns, I wanted something to look sweater-like, so I actually did a chain stitch left to right, and then I went the opposite way for the next row, so it kind of looked like a knitted fabric. So you can use this stitch to also fill in shapes. I am using the 6 strands here again. I've always done the traditional method of the chain stitch, but now that I've tried this a little bit more, I can see that it is a little more beginner friendly, I think. I'll probably go back and forth. On this last stitch, you're going to go through your loop again, and then back down where you came up, and tie it off on the back, and you're all done. And you can see how that compares to the first line. Let me know which method you like more.